The importance of a father is really to provide stability in a home, to provide the security, to provide the comfort, to be there. The compassion that you find in a room with a father is much more warmer, in a sense that they feel safe.
50-50. 1:1. Our roles, we complement each other.
Ngakhuliswa ngumalume, and I'll forever be grateful for yonke into amfundisa yona. And I am what I am today because of yena. Umalume wami uhlala koBulawayo. Izinto amfundisa zona sasemncane, ngezinye izikhathi ngicabanga ukuthi yazi u-strict blind, but sengimdala nje, I think I'm a better man. I am what I am today because of yena.
Biblically, when you look at God, we look at God as the Father. And when you look at families where people unfortunately didn't get raised with having a father figure or a father in the family or in the upbringing, they tend to have a lack of direction, because I think God just designed it a way that there's a father and a mother in a family as a unit. So there's different types of wisdom and knowledge that will come from a father vis-a-vis from a mom.
Like, I would see my interactions with my mother and like the groundations I would have with my father. Sometimes it was a lot of lessons that were not necessarily communicated in words, but just in presence, and sometimes being afforded an opportunity to make mistakes in order to learn, where a mother figure would be a bit more cautious. But again, this is like from my personal opinion.
Mothers are also quite capable of playing both roles if they're thrown in the deep end to do so, because I saw that happening with my own mother. I would say, the role of a father is pretty critical in many aspects.
I think it's important to have a father figure in a family setup, but ultimately I think it's important to have, the most important is having loving parents. So if you've got a mother and a father, if you've got two mums, if you've got two dads, or if you have a single parent who loves you deeply, I think love and support is the
presence of a father figure is everything. Like, you could fix the most basic thing that even a wife and a child can fix, but you just being there just makes a difference.
Every building needs a cornerstone. So for the entire mega structure to stand, it has to have that cornerstone, all right? So the father figure, in as much as he's got the inscriptions on it, plays a pivotal role in making sure that certain forces are evened out in that corner, and people can actually stand by their polished selves. That means that you come with love, you come with security, you come with selflessness, you come with sadness.
I'm trying not to be militant. I've got a 3-year-old right now, and I mean, if anybody has got experience a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, they know what I'm talking about. I mean, they're pushing boundaries, they're just challenging you. But this is a little person, man. I mean, you can't even believe that they're talking to you like that. So I try to be gentle with them when I can. At times you have to be stern, I don't want to whoop him.
But kudara I know mdara wangu mtu ndakabunongedzera ndakamudewa angari maki.
Generation yethu sakhona sichaya abe strong. So for me now, I think I'm a firm believer of ukuthi if you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
As a parent, I grew up with a very strict dad. Those who know me know my dad was a no-nonsense man. He will knock you out. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm doing the same thing to my child. I'm very strict. Yes, I clown, I joke around a lot. I have fun a bit, but at home I'm a very strict dad, because they have to see you as that guy. You know what I mean? You can fool around, you can play around with your child, but there's a limit. You know what I mean? They need to take you as that guy, not just the provider in the house, but also as a friend. Your children should not be afraid of you. I mean, she'll be able to joke with you, play with you, I mean, prank you also now and then.
Oh, you're the wrong company. I had somebody, my own would play with me. You know, that's the only game you'd know. Yeah, because I think they were also brought up in that system, like, oh, you know. But I think we are the kind of fathers who will be like meeting our daughters' boyfriends at 15. I believe so. With the way technology has taken us. But I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that's what's there.
Old school, my dad would whip your ass. You know what I mean? Then talk to you later on. You know what I mean? It didn't make sense. But I didn't turn out that bad, did I? But I'm not using that same method. Now we talk a lot. You know what I mean? You try by all means to knock sense into them. Like, you create scenarios. Like, we're doing this because you did that.
It's not a dictatorship being a father. There needs to be explanations. So you can't just say, oh no, you can't have ice cream at midnight. You know, explain to them why they can't have ice cream at midnight. You can't play soccer in the house. Explain to them why you can't play soccer in the house. So that he actually understands, so that it's not just rules. Because if it's just rules, they will just look at the rules as boundaries to be crossed and rules to be broken.
Right? I try either to distract or calm, right? If the mother's there and she's taking on the chill mission, maybe I escalate a scenario so that he can identify the mother as being the caregiver, like the soother, so that there is that target where it's like, oh no, come on, let me negotiate, good cop, bad cop type things. But I think it's like it's navigating on a case by case, yeah, because it doesn't work. So it's very complex, but I think it also comes natural. Some might hit, and when I miss, like sometimes you make a decision and afterwards you're like, I think that might be misconstrued. But I think at the end of the day, it's just ensuring that you've communicated what you wanted to communicate.
I think the greatest thing that I ever got was learning from my dad in terms of how he handled fatherhood. That's the plus side. He was there, he supported, he knew what education meant, yada, 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 which was good, and how to even make sure that I clothed myself. I was even way too expensive for his salary earnings.
My fathers, especially when my daughters, usually you see that they are more fatherly. Not saying when my sons they are less important.
If you're the first male figure that your daughter can relate to and see every day, it's preparation for life, because later on, there's predators out there, man. So you need to have that relationship, so that when she grows up, she won't be surprised by something.
I think the relationship with your child is, it's super important. There to not just to protect them and feed them, but it's also about giving them, helping them develop a value system about how they see the world. And so I think that's really important too. Is the relationship you have with your child is very much you bring up a human being, and how will they see the world, how will they be affected by the world, and how will they be part of changing the world. So
My daughter Hannah, she's 7. So for my daughter, I try and be that guy. I try and be that guy that is very open, approachable. I want to be her pillar. I want to be her first port of call if she needs anything, whether emotionally, financially, anything that she needs before she can sustain herself, before she can stand on her own 2 feet.
That's the first love she gets from the opposite sex, right? We were attracted to the opposite sex, right? So the first love that you get it from your dad, because he's the first man in your life, right? So I think the importance is for me to then be a good lover, a good dad, a good man, because if I then do things otherwise, she will have a perception, they will have a perception that men, so the dad gives them the ability to trust, the ability to love, the ability to respect, the ability to do so many things as a woman, because they will reciprocate the respect, the love, everything you give them, they give it back to you at a young age, and they grow up to be,
my advice to fathers out there is be there, be present, and share the responsibilities with your partner.
parental separation can really affect a child's development. So my message to kubo bonke obaba abaphandle ngale is ukuthi just try as much as you can. Lobe izinto zibheda njani to be there for your kid.
If you're a man who takes responsibility and wants to play a role as a father, this is going to transform you. It's going to make you a better person. It's going to give you, I think, a greater purpose beyond yourself, to live in your life. So I think it's a beautiful thing. Be prepared for it. It's going to be challenging. They need to start some dad support groups out there or something, because sometimes you just run out of information. You're like, man, how do I deal with this? But it's a beautiful thing.
I was waiting for that, almost like that paradigm shift where it's like, I'm a father now, I have to be more responsible. I would say the consideration is raised, like the awareness that you can't be as like outgoing or like reckless, like, we're going on a trip, we're just gonna, you have to consider more factors in any decision that you make.
It's a miraculous process, like from not having a kid, and then next thing you know, there's you're watching this child develop. You touch her belly and the kid kicks back, and this is life being created. It changes your whole person, just the way you view life.
Be a good example, know that these little ones are watching. Watch your speech, what you promise them. You don't want to lose their trust. So if you say you're going to do something for them, do it.
Family is important. Family is important. We all need family, everybody.
Dads out there, please take responsibility of your children. To start with, they are yours.
Happy Father's Day.
A happy Father's Day.
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 Happy Father's Day.